morning. You guys are here early. Yay. And you're here, first of all, to hear about headshots, which sounds like kind of a boring topic to me, but it's not. It's really super important. And I try not to use the word headshots a lot. I prefer business portraits. It seems like kind of a silly nomenclature, but it's so important because business portraits tells us it's so much more than just a picture, right? All right, you're going to learn some inside secrets today. So we're going to learn about what are headshots, why they're important, and what you really need to know before you get your business portraits done. And I'm here today. You're going to see a lot of me because I'm taking pictures at the conference. I am taking pictures of you, if you wish, while you're speaking. I'm also doing headshots out there and business portraits here. So, yeah. So if you were going to fill this in, finish this sentence. I am a person who, what? I am a person who is beautiful, who is smart, who is, what? Keep that in your, is what? Sexy? Sexy? You can say it out loud. Yeah, I heard you. So you can think it in your head, write it down, whatever it might be. Keep that for you, okay? It's really important. That's, by the way, that was the Milky Way at Big Bend in Texas. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to take that. All right, so when we think about business portrait, is that how we feel? Okay. I kind of did. I'll say that, and even now sometimes. So, and I know when people come into me, this is how they feel. So I really get that. Listen, our world moves fast. You all know that, right? So we've got social media. That's like crazy. We've got email, which is almost, it's like, really? Email? That's old now, right? We've got our websites. People look at our stuff this fast. So when they look at our images, whatever they might be in our website of us, or you've probably seen some of Tanya's, we have some different props in her products. All of that, they look at that to get a message or whether they're going to stay around on that page a little bit longer. So the unique that has to be in every image, it's got to be you. It's got to be something that's you, that they say, I'd like to learn a little bit more about that. So how does one image do that? All right, so here's kind of an example of you. This one right here, she came in, I've never had a good picture taken, good luck. I don't know what you're going to do. Like, oh, yet she's this incredibly bubbly, exciting person that I've known, and I thought, what the heck? Why are you saying that when I see that in you? And so we had a lot of fun, and I did some funny things, and we got her to laugh, and we got a few. This may not be an image that you want to use as your profile picture, of course, but what does it do? It spotlights and focuses on the product. So it's an image for your website that may talk about your product. And if you've got a book or something that you really love, be excited about it. Be real cute, show that. Because then people feel that. If you're not excited, they're not excited, right? So you have to show that. Okay, so I'm just wondering how it feels as I just I zoom right on in. I see every little nook and cranny. How does that feel? It feels fine, really? Oh, you guys are pros. Okay. Yeah. You're speakers. Most people feel really vulnerable. They feel like, oh my gosh, she's going to see my crow's feet. She's going to see I have some dark roots or my gray roots or whatever it might be. Awesome. We feel really vulnerable when we have a camera, because you're not seeing what I see. You're only feeling it, yeah? So, okay, did you know that there's a study called sci-photology? Have you ever heard of that? Have you? So it's a mixture of psychology and photography, and one of the studies have shown that the way we cope with having our picture taken, I'm not talking about selfies, I'm talking about pictures, somebody pointing a camera at you, is the way that we behave in our business. So something to think about, a little bit about that. Sometimes people feel like, oh my goodness, so I don't care how much you've studied, how much you've invested in yourself, financially, time-wise, et cetera, we all have this little inkling we're not quite good enough, and they're going to see that little piece of us that's not quite too secure, right? I think most of us have that feeling. I know I do. I'm like, okay, they're going to see this little piece. Forget about all the great stuff. It's that little bitty piece. All right, so, I got a cut blocked out, but some of us are posers. We might pretend to be something that we're not, because we think that's what people want to see. We do that in pictures, and we do, that's Sparky the Wonder Pup. He got cut off a little bit too. Some of us diminish. We're like, oh no, not me. No, thanks, it's okay. Right? And then we turn around and we're out with our friends. We're like, whoo, hoo, hoo, you know, we're the party, the life of the party. You're like, whoa, which is it? Which is it? Yeah. And then some of us are runners. We're like, yeah, okay. I think I was talking to someone last night about networking meetings and how hard it is to go into a room where you don't know anybody, and you walk in, and in your head you're thinking, okay, I'm going to give this 5 minutes. If nobody comes up to me, I know where the exit is, and I'm on the way. And I know, and I can get the cheap parking because I've only been here 5 minutes. And you got it planned in your head. You plan it on your drive in. Yeah, so we're runners, right? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. We want to run. Okay, and then you can own it. You can just be yourself and say, hey, this is me. People are going to love me, or they're not going to love me. Just like Tanya said, not everybody's for everybody, but your perfect client are the ones that love you and that you're going to like. So if you're not yourself, how are they going to know that? All right, so this is a gal who came to me and was she wanted to do some things for acting. Each of these pictures were taken when she wasn't expecting it, when she wasn't posing for it. And these are the ones she loves the most, because why? They're her personality. Yeah, so all the ones we kind of posed and stuff, you're like, yeah, but it's like in between the moments are the perfect moments. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. Why do we love selfies? And I love taking pictures of people taking selfies. I don't know why. We're in control. We have full control. We can put it up here. I look skinny now. You know the trick, right? Way up high. Yeah, and the filters. So you got filters, you got all this stuff. You're in complete control. It's not somebody like me going, yeah, okay. I have a lot of responsibility because I have the power to really make someone look fantastic or to really ruin it. Yeah, and I take that very, very seriously. And I go the route to making people look fantastic, just in case you're wondering. People look fantastic. I never want to hurt anybody. But there's a lot of power in the person who's holding the camera, and we have to recognize that, all of us, especially photographers and videographers. Okay, so I have this picture up, believe it or not, that's me. And my sister-in-law sent this to me when my son over here had his first baby. And I looked at that, I'm like, oh my gosh, what a precious moment. And dang, I look good. So I thought, dang, I look good back then. But I also remembered what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, my hair's a mess. I'm wearing the mommy jeans and this big old sweater. And you know what it did? It took away those precious moments of enjoyment. I enjoyed plenty, but the time I was worried about what I looked like was a waste. And now I look back and I wish I could go back there. I wish I could go back there. And I'm going to think that way when I'm 68 and look back and I'm 58 and like, I rock that, right? Even though now, and I think about that inner critic. We all have an inner critic. We look in the mirror and go, crow's feet, big thighs, I should have lost 20 pounds, all of those things. Yeah, but it's who we are. Embrace it. It's who we are right now. Embrace the now, right now. And love it. Don't waste your time. Yeah. So they're like 20, 24, and 30 now. So, okay. So now I have this up because it's beautiful. And I want you, instead of thinking how you feel, I want you to wonder, what do I see when I look out at these faces? I see beauty. I see talent, gorgeousness, sexiness, beauty. I see all of that. And I want you to see yourself through my eyes. That's my job. When I say I'm a photographer, my job is helping you to see you the way I see you, because that's what I see. Maybe it's from years of nursing. I don't know. 38 years is a long time, so it's okay to let that go now for me. But I learned to see people, beautiful people, in no matter what the circumstances. And, you know, how easy is it here today? Plus, we're all looking good, right? So your business portraits, think outside the box. Depends on what you're trying to say, right? So I do business portraits in my studio. I do them outside, and I also in the place of business. And I've gotten some creative ideas too. This one happened to be an outside shot, and she brought her twin for support, so we did some funny, some cute ones out there too. A little behind the scenes, that's what it looks like. Now, does that not look like fun? I said, look, you just got to own this. And she's a psychologist. She goes, okay. And that's when we got our great shots. Okay, that's a video which is really hilarious. So this one we might want to show. This is all about owning it. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sexy. You have to get up and do that again. This is really about owning it. Hopefully you can hear this too.
This is not sexy.
Okay. That's all right. So I'm going to tell you what happened here. This is my husband, and I was trying to tape the river. Don't worry about it. And he's walking along, and I'm like, oh, be careful. Oh, goodness. And he's slipping, and he almost falls, and he's like, did it. I'm like, oh, geez. So that's owning it. That's like, okay, I did it. And he ended up his final pose. It was really funny to watch it in the video. But oh, now it doesn't want to go forward. So going back to that, that first question, what I really want you to think about is 3 words that describe who you are. If you have 3 words to say, this is who, when people look at my picture, I want them to know about me because this is me, what would those 3 words be? I know you're thinking of great words, right? You're not thinking about the negatives, you're thinking about the good. Yes, thinking about the good stuff. Confident. Knowledgeable, approachable, joyful, all of those things, yeah. So you're going to think about that. Your business portrait is a relationship with your photographer. So if you get them done here with me this weekend, awesome. If you go home and get them, find someone that you can relate to who spends time to learn about your business, what you want to do, and gets the expressions from you that make it. Because you're going to pose, every business portrait is somewhat posed, but it's the expression that is special and that makes you who you are. And that's because of the relationship that you have with the person holding that camera. Yep. So I have 2 minutes. I would like to hear some of the words that you use to describe yourself. How are you going to own it? Confident, helpful. Inspiring, I love that. Yeah, fabulous. Knowledgeable, very good. Listen to all these great words. Passionate, yes, I love all those. And so that's what you want to have come through, yeah? Yeah, so how do you do that? That's why you hire somebody to help you with that. So if you're using cell phone selfies for your website, oh no, please don't do that. Or for your social media pictures, your profile pictures or your email signatures, all of those things. People watch video a whole lot more than they even look at pictures anymore. So they spend a little bit more time. It's nice to have a little bit. You can show a little bit more personality with that as well. I've been doing a whole lot more of that in my business. Yeah. Yes. So we have a special going on. Thank you. I have a special that's for the show, and I'm here. You're going to see a lot of me. I'm taking pictures of the actual in the conference as well as I'm set up out there. I call that my $20,000 setup. I've got, we're all set. And also we've got videotape here going on, and I'm also videotaping some snippets if you want to make like a small reel for your website. I use the reel for my email signature as well. I think it's a great idea. I encourage you to do that. Anywhere that you can to show what you do and who you are, for people to get to know you, is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. You're missing out if you're not doing that. Thank you so much.